but in this case, Sunday. To Atlanta. Entering Sunday's game against the 49ers, the Falcons had averaged 172 rush yards per game and 5 yards per rush, winning 3 of 4 games, victories over the Bills, Commanders, and Vikings. Sunday night, though, they ran into a wall, getting just 62 yards on the ground against San Francisco, by the way, without Fred Warner, just 3 yards a carry. Marcus, what went wrong for Atlanta's offense?
Co-defensive coordinators of the week, Robert Saleh, Kelvin Shepard in Detroit.
There we go.
Robert Saleh kicked their ass in Atlanta. And look, we just finished talking about it during the break. Very predictable offense, right? But when Fred Warner went down, everybody was like, oh, my God, who's going to quarterback this defense? Who's going to be the guy to make those tackles that usually from this standpoint, y'all, Robert Saleh defense is not simple.
Yeah.
Like you have to adjust on the fly. You have to be able to recognize different formations. You got to be able to recognize when your job changes. He put his linebackers in games with the defensive line where you have to understand where to insert, how to finish these plays. And Bethune was like he'd been playing all season long. I just thought it was a phenomenal job again by the defensive coordinator, but those players executed, and the pressure on Michael Penix in 2-minute situations before the half and at the end of the game were a masterclass.
The Niners defense deserves a ton of credit. Bethune was great, but they sure made his job a lot easier by not throwing over the middle of the field,
100%.
which, you know, when Fred Warner went out, the Bucs did to
So, one, they're going to have to figure out how to play better on the road. They're a really good and explosive offense at home when it comes to yards and points. They get on the road, and it's like half the production.
Is that communication? Or
I think it's their ability to kind of do what they want. Certainly communication. I don't know if it's surface. Like, look at 10. They're averaging 10 points on the road, 26 at home. So just a very different offense. Here's my question, okay? And I know a month ago, it was this war on pistol, and we called their Monday Night Football game, and I had a greater understanding of some of the reasons why they do what they do. But my question is this. How do they, the way they're presently constructed in the utilization of the pistol, hurt teams that are ultra aggressive? And I don't know if you can that much out of the pistol, because when you watch San Francisco, like Penix gets the snap and he turns to his right, and it's 11 cats. Pew! And so there's no really like counter to that. There's no, I'm going to take advantage of your overaggression.
Sure is a hell of a lot easier when you don't have any run-pass conflict. I mean, their passing game and their run game have nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, there's no real marriage.
So how are you
at least
slow up
And so they got to figure that out.
The one play I hearkened to what both of y'all are talking about is when Bethune pressured in the A-gap and blew Bijan up. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't give your back a chance in that situation.
Right.
I'm pulling the trigger. I have nothing to worry about. Right? So as a defense, and y'all know this, we talk about this all the time. As a defense, I'm trying to dictate to you. And basically what you and D.O. are saying, you are not dictating anything offensively. You're not making me pull a linebacker out of the box. You're not making me move D lineman for a different alignment. You're not adding an offensive lineman to make us play a different way. You can't play in the NFL like that anymore. So for all these coaches out here that's stuck in their scheme, man, you better figure out how to like advance how you're going about playing football. It's no coincidence.
Bijan averaged 2.9 yards per rush Sunday versus the 49ers. Entering, he was averaging 5.8 yards per rush, best in the NFL.
Yeah, when we playing hide and seek, and I know the closet you go to every
Where are you?
And Rice on the move, face mask. We don't need it. I don't need the ball either. First touchdown since week 3 of last season. The Raiders had 30 plays in this game. The Chiefs had 30 first downs. Think about what I'm saying. There's Hollywood Brown. He had 2 touchdowns last week. He's got another. It's 14-0. Mahomes, Rice, gain of 12. He and Stafford are the best at this. The no look, right on target to their guy. I see you. You see, I know where you are. Where's 4? I'll throw it to him. Again, 6 more. 7 catches, 42 yards, 2 touchdowns. First career game with multiple receiving touchdowns. 10 minutes left in the third, still 21-0. Mahomes rolls. His awareness of the line of scrimmage is just otherworldly. Flag thrown here. Worthy. Yeah, he's mad, but you've got to stay in the play. We'll decline the penalty and we'll take the catch. A couple of plays later, welcome back to the end zone, Isaiah Pacheco. And the Chiefs get their first shutout win since week 7 of 2011. That was also against the Raiders. And it's his first regular season shutout as well. That's surprising. I would have thought Andy Reid has more of those. Chiefs finished Sunday's game, 30 first downs, as I mentioned, 30 plays. It was a bad job by me. I was so excited this graphic's so worthwhile. I gave it to you earlier. Second team since 1950 with as many or more first downs as their opponent had plays in the game, joining the Steelers in 99 against the Browns in Cleveland's first game in the NFL. Ladies and gentlemen, it is rare that I look up and see my guest and say, damn, I should have got dressed up. Trent Williams joins us. Trent, it's Scott Van Pelt. Welcome to the show, man. Thanks for taking a minute.
SVP, what's up, man? Appreciate you for having me.
Not at all. Hey, congratulations on the win. I said to Tim Hasselbeck earlier, I feel like this is an organizational win. It's institutional excellence. It's not making excuses for who's not here. It's believing that who we've got is enough. Is that a fair way to describe your guys' approach, both in that win at LA and this win tonight?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the perfect way to describe it. You know, that's the only thing Kyle preaches all year, even in the training camp, is, you know, next guy up, next guy be ready. Even the guys who get cut, you know, it's a chance you're going to be back, you know. Injuries happen. So, you know, this team is conditioned. We conditioned, you know, a couple years ago we lost all our quarterbacks. That's what the Cinderella story begins with Brock. So, yeah, I think that's part of things. Obviously, it's not a good thing, but we've been through a lot of injuries in the past, so that's conditioned us to play through them.
It's my understanding, Trent, that on the NBC broadcast, you mentioned that Kyle said to everybody, look, this is a CMC week. We're going to ride 23. When you know that we're going to deploy the weapon in every way we can, I would imagine, given what you do for a living, that's fine. Like, let the big man eat. What's your approach when you know that you're going to saddle him up and ride all night?
Oh, man, I'm licking my chops, man. I'm literally licking my chops. You know, saying we're going to get 40 runs is a lineman's dream. You know, especially with as much exotic blitz as you see from the Falcons. You know, we never wanted to get in those third and long situations. We didn't think that would fare well for us. So hearing that it'd be a Christian night, I was super delighted, and I knew that we could take advantage of that.
I'll let you get that. It's in the business, it's called an IFB, and sometimes it pops out of your ear, and there's nothing worse than when it does that. But you got it situated now.
Yeah,
you can hear me.
That's all good.
I get that you guys
Right.
are mentally tough, and I appreciate that. But when you lose a guy like Fred, who's one of my very favorite guys in this league, please give him my regards. Like, how do you absorb a loss like that and just keep on trucking?
I mean, you know, the clock don't stop. The sun go down and come up again the next day.
I hear you.
Nobody's going to feel sorry for us. You know, everybody can obviously, you know, send some sympathy, but when we step on that field, nobody's going to care. Nobody cares who's not there. All they care about is who's in front of them, and they want to embarrass us no matter what. So, you know, it sucks, but we got to keep going. And Fred has been here every step of the way, even after the surgery. You know, we've seen Nick. Those guys haven't left the facility. They're here. They inspire. So, you know, that's just how life goes at this point in the NFL.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Trent. I mean, every team's got injuries. We understand that. It just feels like you all have dealt with more than most, and maybe in a weird way, that helps you guys just understand we've done this before and we're going to keep doing it. I know you don't want any more, but is that essentially what this is about? That we've dealt with it and we will again?
Yeah. Like I said, we lost our couple quarterbacks, a few years ago and end up in the NFC Championship. So, obviously it's nothing that we want to hang our hat on, but we've been through it enough we know how to get through it. And, that's easy to say when you have Fred and you're getting through, and you have Nick and you're getting through other injuries. But when those two people go down, obviously it's not an easy feat, but it's something that we don't have a choice. It's not like we can turn it down. We got to go out there and play regardless.
Trent, I'm old and washed, and I can't wear a hat like that. What do we got working? Is there it looks like it's got some little bit of fabric and some down in it? Are you sweating a little bit? I mean, what are we working with up top tonight?
Oh, yeah, a little Prada ensemble I put together,
it's
man.
It's a little Prada. A little Prada.
Just got out
Excuse me.
Yeah, a little Prada.
My God. Hey, I'll just get you. I'm going to make sure you get your plugs in for your gear. I see that Prada tag on that jacket as well. Listen, you've earned the money to buy what you're wearing, man. We miss you around here in D.C. where I do my show. You stay healthy, and I thank you for taking a minute tonight, all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. Take care, man. Thank you for having me again.
Always. Trent Williams, ladies and gentlemen, San Francisco. That is an organizational win tonight. And there was an organizational win for